Being that it's the anniversary of 9/11, where the country was attacked, I felt like this was the appropriate day for me to do a video like this. And I had got a video request to do this video a couple of weeks back, but I didn't get around to it. And before I get into the actual video and the subject matter, I want to say, my condolences go out to those who lost their life on 9/11, or those who have family members that lost their lives. That was a tragic situation for America, and it really put this country in a different transgress as far as our paranoia, as far as I would say our unity, and as far as us just being better protected. We saw how the airport started changing things up after that event. We saw how people somewhat had a more uniteful type of mindset. I think for a small majority of time in the world, the attention was off of black folks, and it was more or less, what are these Arabians doing? And that wasn't always a good thing, but we just saw some unity, for a small little glimpse of unity. I remember, black folks in my neighborhood, they had the little American flags and shit, when they used to put them on their cars and stuff. I never really got into that for my own reasons, but just for a small part of time, we had some type of unity. It wasn't about black, white, brown, blue, purple, or green. And so, I just want to send my condolences out. That was a tragedy, and that was something that, I'm sure we don't want to experience again. I can remember when it happened. I think I had stayed home from school that day because I was sick. And I turned on the TV, and I was like, oh shit. It was on channel 2, 4, 5. All the local stations had it on. I was like, wow, this is crazy. But, that's probably a day I'll never forget. And I'm sure a lot of other people out here will never forget, whether you were involved in it or not. But saying that, I want to talk about black people fighting for the country and serving for the country. Now, we have different opinions out here. We have, some people absolutely don't agree with black people serving the country. Some black people think it's a great opportunity. Some black people feel like it's a way to show their essence to America and show their loyalty to America. But I got a video request, and someone wants to know my opinion on black people serving America, serving this country, whether you're male or female. And basically, I have respect for those who have served for this country. My hat goes off to them. I have several friends who served. I remember one of my close friends, he used to tell me about how it would be so hot when they were in Iraq, and you'd be on these missions, and you never know when things would blow up. And so he would just tell me all these different wild stories, and it was interesting. I always was intrigued by the things he would tell me. And just all kind of, actually I have another friend that actually lost his life over there. So I'm very familiar with what goes on over there, even though I did not serve. And my hat goes off to those who have served this country. I wouldn't shit on them for no reason at all, because it takes a certain amount of character, and it takes a certain amount of courage to go out there and put your life on the line for the country. But that being said, I think it's important for us to know, first of all, why we're serving. Second, understand our history towards this country. And we have certain events like World War One, II, and different type of wars where black people have served and wasn't treated fairly, or just really want to go out there and fight for the country, but were considered as second-class citizens, and they didn't have the opportunity to be the forefront and be those who lead the country into protection. And I think with all that history, you really have to know what you're getting into and if it's really the right thing for you. Now, me me personally, I would not serve this country. You know, when I was coming out of high school, I thought about it because when you're on the break of high school, when that's your adulthood, you're thinking about what you're gonna do with your life. You know, whether you're gonna go to college or you're gonna go to the military, you're gonna find yourself a job, or you're just gonna be a bum. You know, and there's really only four things or four routes you can go to once you get out of high school. You know, I always say that when I go to speak to kids or whatever. You know, you can go to the military, you can go to school, you can find yourself a job, or you can be a bum. You know, point blank, period. And some people throw in maybe traveling, but there's some education to that, but it's not really any progression towards your life. Maybe just a cultural different point of view. But you know, I was on the brink of getting to that situation too. You know, I was blessed to be able to get a full scholarship to play college football, and that's where, you know, I end up going down that road. But you know, the reason why I would not serve this country is because I feel like this country does not look out for black folks. I feel like this country a lot of times wants to ignore the certain issues that black people deal with in this country, and for that reason I feel like, why should I go and serve a country who treats me as a second class citizen, doesn't care about discrimination, doesn't care about racism, doesn't care about institutionalized racism, doesn't care about the fact that there's police brutality targeting black males and black females. So with that alone, and then the fact of my people being systematically cast out of jobs and the ability for them to provide for themselves, I don't feel like I should have to go to another country, another country or another area and fight for this country when things are not taken care of at home. We have several wars right here at home, whether it's from poverty, whether it's from an economical standpoint, whether it's from illegal gun ownership, whether it's police brutality, and I can go on and on with this. And I think a lot of times America, we like to butt into other people's things, just like you got the whole Syria thing going on right now. We always trying to, you know, be Captain Save-A-Hole and save everybody else, but we don't take care of what's going on at home. You know, I can remember when the whole Haiti incident happened, and you know, it was a tragic situation that happened in Haiti, but you had black celebrities and white, but I want to focus more or less on the black celebrities that put concerts together, had people like Jay-Z and Beyonce come out, which generate a lot of money, people like Nas, people like you know, big time comedians like, you know, Steve Harvey or Mike Epps and so on and so on. And they raised millions of dollars for Haiti, which was good. That's a good thing. But why can't we do that for our own people right here at home? We have black people in certain communities that are just impoverished. You know, the educational resources are terrible. There's not the same opportunities. But we cannot raise that type of money for our own communities. And you have to ask yourself, why is that? Why do we have this type of mindset where we want to help everybody else but don't want to help our own people? And if we can raise millions of dollars for Haiti, why can't we do it right here at home? Why can't we start creating our own jobs? And you know, it's not just that. You have a lot of you know, brothers out here don't even know why, but they'll say, I'm not fighting the white man war, forget the white man. But yet they are out here selling drugs, you know, getting every woman on the block knocked up, shooting people for the hell of it, killing your own people. But yet you want to say, I'm not going to fight the white man's war. But initially you are fighting the white man's war because you're killing your own people. If you want to go out here and shoot up people and shoot up people who are just like you or people who are impoverished, why don't you go do it and earn some damn benefits? And that's how I look at it. You know, if you want to kill people, at least get some benefits out of it. So it's like, these are the things that, you know, I just ask myself as a black man in America, you know. I mean, me personally, I just can't do it. You know, if I'm going to fight a war, I'm going to fight a war in my community. You know, I'm gonna go out here, get my education, which I've done. You know, be able to provide for myself and take care of my family, but at the same time, come back to my community, come back to those impoverished communities and do work. And I think that's something that we've lost. You know, we're quick to go out and help other people, or, you know, fight for this country, but yet we won't fight for our own community. Or we always point the finger and say, look at those black people over there, look at what those Negroes are doing, but yeah, we don't contribute any positivity to those same people that we point the finger at. So, you know, this is just, you know, something I want to talk about. You know, I understand that a lot of people go into the military for, a livelihood. You know, sometimes, you know, you got homeless people that, you know, they have no livelihood, or you down and out, and you have to go into, you know, the military or whatever in order to be able to provide for yourself or get an education. And, you know, I had one associate. This guy actually did not graduate from high school, so they would not draft him. You know, he just got his GED a year ago, just so that they would not draft him, because I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm a good 85% sure you cannot serve the country if you don't have a high school diploma. So, you know, that's how deep it was for him. He actually did not graduate high school so that they wouldn't draft him. So, you know, stuff is real out here, but it's important for us to know our history and know why we are doing certain things. Because if you don't know why you're doing things, and you're just doing things for the hell of it, you're easily misguided. But that's pretty much all I want to say. You guys give me your feedback on what you feel about black people serving America, serving the country. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think it depends? You know, just give me your feedback. I would like to hear some point of views on this. But for me, I couldn't do it. You know, my war is at home, and until things are taken care of here, I can't go to another country and kill people or serve America, and America don't give a damn about me and my people. But that's all I had to say. I'm out. Peace.